are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
I know.
I forgot the film. No, I know what it was about.
It's about the black women who were the mathematical geniuses. No, I say I don't know. It's African American.
To draw £100 must be won. Play makes it possible.
Changes every
Games
week.
rules and procedures apply. Players must be 16 or over.
The fabulous summertime sale ends
Right
soon.
here,
So
AA.
get time for
Yes, I get
fabulous
stuck.
surprises with free credit
And they were
on
blocked
everything.
as well.
Summertime, Boucher Road,
Well, they're run around fixing motors.
Or urine. Or find savings at summertime.co.uk. Hurry, the summertime
I actually
sale.
knew about
Free
this
credit
story.
on everything ends soon.
Brilliant.
Minimum
Because I is class.
100% APR represented.
What story?
Butchers, chop chop.
Hidden Figures.
Mechanics, get in gear.
How do you know about it?
Employers, you'll need to offer a work.
Do you ever watch Timeless, the TV show?
Yes.
For help,
They dealt with it a couple of weeks ago.
restrictions.gov.uk.
Exactly the same
today.
thing.
Johnny Hero on U105.
Right, our Linda's in. How you doing?
Hey!
We'll give you a mandatory bit of a cheer. Stop
on.
messing with the microphone. You've had all day to fix that. Cheer. That's it.
Hey.
Like, what are you doing with the microphone? Who do you think you are, Rod Stewart?
It's just awful far away, and then if it's
Well,
too
then
close,
move
it's
it.
just. Well, I'm trying to move it, but you're
Go.
telling me off. There you
You're
go.
all, I mean, you do this.
Why-
You start doing all your adjustments when we're on the air. I'm handcuffed to an idiot here. And we're on Facebook. So,
Yes.
oh, you're going red. You're embarrassed. Ooh, you're
Guy, what
embarrassed.
did I tell you? I'm not having a good face day. Don't
Hold
put that
on.
on me.
If you want it closer, move it closer.
Okay.
Move closer. Figures.
Yes.
Now, I knew a bit about this. Do you watch Timeless?
No. But I know what it's about, but I.
Celebrity gardeners on ice or whatever it is, making cakes, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Or makeover shows, or, you know, all those stupid things that come from America. But we watch Timeless. It's about time travelers. It's class, right up my street. Pure science fiction. And they go back every week and try to stop the bodies changing a significant incident.
So, like Quantum Leap.
Yes, like, but they go back to significant. The way Quantum Leap went back to wee Jimmy at round the corner shop and all.
Yes.
Just trying to save him from making a mistake. Well, this goes back to historical, historic occasions like the assassination of Lincoln, like the Hindenburg blowing up, all this kind of stuff. So a couple of weeks ago, they went back to the period in time they dealt with by the film Hidden Figures.
Do you know you went straight into the movie review and talking about it serious in the first 5 minutes? I think my head's going to explode.
Only because
Sorry.
I knew about this, so I was going, yeah, that's the story that they dealt with. Because what was significant about Timeless, when they're going back to about the Apollo missions, you automatically take it for granted they're going to be dealing with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin and John Glenn and all. No. They're dealing with one lady in particular who was the head mathematician.
But that's not what the film is about. 3 ladies. Have you
Yeah,
seen
no.
the film?
No, but
Right.
it was about, the whole point of the episode of Timeless was to say it wasn't about the astronauts and mission control, and this woman was hidden in a wee office on her own and, like hidden out of the way, but she was the
Yeah.
brains behind everything.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Did you want to ask me about it then?
No, not yet, not yet.
Right, hold on, I'll tell you this. So I went to see Jack Whitehall on Monday, and there was 2 fellas.
He's a comedian.
Yes, and
Allegedly.
he's very good. Honestly, he's very good. So
He's about
he was
as funny as
amazing.
it-
He was amazing. He was really, really good. So stop putting a funny face. Your face will stay like that. So there were 2 fellas sitting beside me, and I started to talk to them. And one of the fellas was only there because the other fella had fallen out with his girlfriend, and they went on the girlfriend's ticket.
He got dropped before the gig.
No, I think he did the drop-in,
Oh.
but she wasn't too happy, and he went. Hope he's not listening. And he went. It might be a secret, but he went on his girlfriend's ticket, and he says it's not the first time this has happened. One of his other mates, something happened, and he went away on a holiday with him when he fell out with a girl. So, has that ever happened to you? Did you ever go anywhere on the basis that?
I'm sure it's happened to a lot of people. I've got tickets, but I'm not going out with him, her anymore, so... Then you phone your mate. Listen, do you want to? Oh, I'm second fiddle. Oh, you can't go with her. Oh, no. Well, you may buy me a drink and get me a taxi and a Chinese on the way home as well. But the one about the holiday, how can I put this, Sammy? We're going on holiday and we're in a double bed in Paris for the weekend.
But listen, that's not all. I know of a fella who went on the honeymoon, his friend's honeymoon, because the wife and the husband had just been married, split up after 2 days, and he went on the 2 weeks to Greece on the honeymoon hotel.
Oh, very good. Split up after 2 days.
Oh, hi.
Dear me. What happened to him?
But how did he end up? What's right thinking woman is going to let the man have the tickets, because he had the tickets
Yeah, I
to go to
know.
Greece.
Well, she obviously said, and do whatever the hell you
Aye.
like. And he's, right, okay, I'm bringing my mate. There
You
you
know
go.
where you can put those tickets.
Yo, do you want to go to so-and-so? Right. Let me see. There's Michael Oak says, I'm tempted to go and see Hidden Figures. Okay.
Oh, very good.
Right.
It's really very good.
So again, we dealt with it a wee bit. By the way, do you have signs in the house telling you what the most basic of things are? I meant to bring one in.
On, off.
No, we.
Right, do you,
You,
ever
you
see
walk
the-
into our bathroom, right, and the bathroom's along the window. Well, not along, it's below where the window is, not
you
along the
don't-
window.
You don't know it's a bath?
No, well, you do know it's a bath, that's the problem. But Lisa bought one of these things. It's like a wee sculpture with the word bath, B-A-T-H,
Yes.
right, okay? And it sits on the window ledge above the bath. They sell these in, these places.
And Lisa bought it.
And it says bath.
But is it nice?
Well, it's all right as big sculpted letters go. But why would you need a thing that says bath? I mean, you put one in the living room, it says sofa. You know,
But should people put those big letters that say home in their house, and they put all those big letters saying different things like clock, and it's not even a clock.
right? But just the bath, so you can have sofa, table. You don't. Why would you have one for bath? I mean, you're in a bathroom. Chances are you're gonna that big thing there. It's not a big soup bowl. I think that's a bath. But there's a sign to tell you this is a bath, big lad. Don't you worry. I just wondered, you know.
Do you know what confuses me? Do you know the switches that you have in your kitchen, and it's on, off, but which side means on? Is it down if it's on, if it's down if it's off?
You mean
What
the
does
red
it mean?
switches?
Yes.
Ah, I know. It's normally whatever word is revealed, but because the normal
I know, but
switch
is
is
it in
down.
or is it
it's-
out?
No, I don't know. We'll check that
So
out.
I want one of those.
Listen, in your house, have you got a poofy?
No.
Have you?
No.
No.
But I remember years ago, my granny and all always had a poofy. You remember
Everybody
years
had the
ago?
poofy because when you're sitting in the house, and I mean the houses weren't big, Not that we live in a mansion or anything now, but I mean, if you had any visitors or anything, for a start, the kids would be made to sit in the arm of the sofa. All the adults are here, and if anybody smaller than the kids come in, they were relegated to the poofy.
But you were lucky
You can
got the poofy.
pull up the poofy there, sit in the poofy. but I was asking our John yesterday. He says,
What's it?
"What?" He says, "I don't know what that is." So for those who don't know, it's like an upholstered stool kind of thing that you can put your feet on,
Without any
or
legs.
used to be used for dumping the newspapers on.
Poofy.
Give us the poofy over. I want to read the paper. And then put my feet up on it.
It was probably the most exotic that language ever got in our houses years ago.
But it's properly pronounced poof.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
we just called it poofy here. It had an E in the end, but a silent E, an E grave in French,
Yeah.
I think. So, but I just wondered, does anybody still have one? Can you buy one?
I think you can.
Away and ring
They're on-
them
they're on-
furniture shops.
They're on girders.
Girders?
What do you call those?
Casters. They're on girders. Mister, I want a poofy, but oh God, I can't get the girders in the door. Like 20-foot steel girders. Why do you need these? Linda says you need the girders for this poofy to work properly. God, give us you got a welding torch as well to cut some of this to get it in. Just picture that, two big girders in people's living rooms. What's that for? Oh, it's the poofy. It's a what? Oh, it's for the poofy. You need girders. Casters, wee wheels, you mean?
No, do you know those things that you can lock it and unlock it and it balances and it moves? Is that not a girder?
What? What do you mean? A thing that you can lock? This sounds like one of those cryptic quizzes. A thing that you can lock and it balances and it moves. A seesaw? Seesaw with a poofy at either end?
You know what I mean.
I really don't know what you mean.
You sit on the chair and it goes like that.
Goes like what?
It go, you can go back and forth.
You mean a wheelchair?
No. No, it's on the poofy.
Like these wheels?
No.
What?
No wheels.
Are you more
Like a
demented
wee
than normal
swing.
today?
It's like a wee
swing?
It's like a wee swing effect.
A rocking chair?
No.
A rocking poofy? No?
It's a rockin' poofy.
Right.
It is a rockin' poofy.
Is it a rocking poofy? Can Did you get a rocking poofy? My ma has one. Ah, I knew you were talking about. Yes, there is. There's a rocking poofy in my ma's house. Right. This was like that. I'm waiting on Lionel Blair coming in going, 2 words. First one. A rocking poofy on girders. Now, see, the furniture people are getting this all wrong. The people from IKEA are listening. That's my idea. Rocking poofy on girders, so that it wheels up and down the girders as well. And you need a sign that says, "This is not a bath." Right? It's a poofy. Listen, I put a thing on Facebook last night about the Brit Awards. Did you see any of it?
No.
Do you know how I'm always going on about when we watch Top of the Pops? My dad would be going, "He can't sing. I wish I had a bow and arrow. I'd shoot him in the throat with it." You know, Dad had very creative ways of,
Yes.
criticizing singers. In fact, a bow and arrow in the throat would improve his voice. And look at why are they wearing makeup? And why are they wearing them stupid clothes? And what is going on? Shush, Perry Como's on. Because Top of the Pops used to have one like middle of the road act. So you'd have had a Carpenter's one or a Perry Como or somebody who could sing, once on a blue moon. But I was sitting watching the Brit Awards last night, and I was my dad.
What you're only getting
I just
that
sitting,
now.
arms folded. Look at the on Egypt. Even worse, listen to the on
No
Egypt.
way, did you?
And the kids are going, caught them doing this and all. And the thing is, they then come up with the best singles of the year. And I thought, right, we'll see what the story is. And I think that 6 or 7 nominations, there wasn't one of them you would have listened to, So I gave my verdict on each one of the songs. And then this rapper came out called Skeletor or Sketcher or something like that. And that was, and the name of good sweet. I wish I'd have been a caterpillar.
I thought you were going to say cabbage.
I wish I'd have been a caterpillar or a millipede. I could still have been sitting throwing shoes to TV. You're nothing to get that off. And then half of the guy's act had to be bleeped out because all he did was curse. The silent bits were the best bits.
No, but you're not a teenager. It's not
I
your
don't care.
thing.
It was nonsense.
It's not your thing.
I could watch the Clash and the Sex Pistols and all and love it. And then these Egypts come on. Every other word was flip. But I don't think it was on my own. I think there was a few people of my generation would have been watching the Brit Awards and going, in the name of good Lord.
You're as good as me.
Right. Sorry.
You definitely, you're getting older when you're sitting watching the Brit Awards and sounding like your dad.
But I just couldn't find anything redeeming about it. And then they did a tribute to George Michael, and apparently they did something for Bowie as well. But I'd long switched over. Right. My mum had a poofy, and I use it and I love it. You can get them in Collins's in Andersonstown, says Patricia Collins. No, no, thank you, Patricia. In Canada, someone tells us they're called something else. Where is it? Oh, by the way, Big Ed says, you got a poofy or the arm of the sofa? I got to sit on a coal bucket, right? Big Henry says, you were lucky when we had visitors, we got sent outside. Get outside, there's visitors.
And don't be listening.
And don't be listening. You're always listening. But you were, as a kid, you learned to early wig and and then your mummy would catch on and look down and go, have you nothing to do? Go and do it. Or go and do it somewhere else.
That's right. Do it somewhere else.
Johnny, I'm delighted to hear you saying you sound like your dad. You accused me of sounding like him the other night. I did, Michael Oak. Yeah. Right. Somebody in Canada, they called it a hassack. What's that, Peter Hawthorne? A hassack? Don't know what that is. Well, it's a wee stool that's comfy.
Well, the thing is about the poofy, the rocking poofy that we have in our house, you've done it with your John, you young Johnny, your Rebecca. You say to them, right, you sit there. No, I want to sit here. No, you sit there, not sitting in a big chair.
Hassocks,
and
yes.
They're teenagers, and you make them sit in the poofy.
But it's fun. You can sit on that one. You can rock back and forth. No, this gets very therapeutic. Right. What about this film, by the way?
Right.
You tell what you think the story was.
Right. This film is about 3 African American women, and it must be the late 50s at the start, and they're working in NASA. and it's a time when there's a civil unrest, but in NASA they're really, really smart. They work in a separate part of the actual whole compound because of their colour, and they can't really advance because of their colour, and everything is segregated. But they are essential to what happens in the space race to set a man in space, not even on the moon, in space.
Yeah.
And it's called Hidden Figures because it's about how far they advance and what they do to, what they offer to NASA, actually the things they do to advance what's going on in NASA. And it's amazing, and it's funny, and it's, you cry and you laugh, and it's just...
But the problem is, they got no recognition.
No, that's
And
why
they were
it's Hidden
doing all the
Figures.
work,
They
yeah.
got no recognition through history, and then their stories being told, and it's an unbelievable film.
Points out of 10.
10.
10? We don't often get that.
I know, but
The big 10.
it's funny as well. It's not really, you know, it's funny, and it gets its point across, and it's just amazing. These three women, and it's a true story.
Class. Craig has been in touch. Poofies are the best thing on earth. Unfortunately, my mum got ours retrimmed, and we weren't looking near it. I thought I was being smart and sat on it one day and left a chocolate stain. Oh, the good poofy. That's like...
Can I ask something?
Go ahead.
Like, you know, years ago you would see people, do you know the way taxi men can get their seats covered to keep them good?
Yeah.
Well, some people get their
Sofas
covered
yeah.
to keep them
and
good.
see-through plastic.
But it's not like sitting in the sofa.
What's the point of that?
It's not like sitting on the sofa.
I've had this conversation. I've been in houses where, you know, and it's all clear plastic, everything's shrink wrapped, but it's not comfortable.
No.
And you couldn't lie on a settee.
Well, this is the
watch,
point. You
you
see,
know.
a whole lot of people don't want to land on their sofa.
But
They're definitely not getting invited back.
You buy a comfortable suite that might cost a couple of grand, and then you make it uncomfortable by getting it covered with this thick plastic. What's the point?
See, whenever you go to buy your suite, what's the first thing you do? Don't you go, there's not enough room for me to lie down? No? Is that the first thing you say? If Lisa was to get you to buy a new suite, what would you do? You would have to make sure there was leg
I'm
room.
silly because the latest thing we got you can't lie on it. Desperate. I hate that.
But you've only got wee legs, a wee short bit.
Hey you!
Yeah. The wee
But
two
no,
seater,
that's
you
it.
just
So I
lie
mean, no, you do like to see if an afternoon happens when I get peace in the house and I'm on my own and I can watch the TV. I want to know if I can lie down on the sofa.
in. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And if you have a sick day, of course, with a blanket and a wee holder for your Lucasade, you know. But I love watching people in furniture stores all trying it out because they'll go and you know, right. What about this one? What about this one? I don't like the colour. Hold on, we'll have a go on it. You know, take it for a test drive and go on sofa and sit in the edge. Oh, and then do a big whoa. This is all right, and you can see the fellas will always test the sofa by leaning back and folding their arms and just letting on they're watching the TV because that is it. And they're going, you know, and see if there's a bit of a rockin' poofy element to it, you know. And then the recliner ones, and you go boing, and their legs are up in the air. And all. It's class, but you have to really test it out.
Yeah.
You know.
You do. Definitely have to.
And then there's the beds. You jump up and down in the
You
beds.
definitely get on the bed. You don't just look at a bed and say,
Oh no, you have to know. You have to think of, oh, my back. How's that going to be in that bed? So anyway, listen, you're on the ever increasingly popular Heed the Ball Club on Saturday night.
From 10 o'clock until 2.
Right,
Yes.
okay. Thank you. But 10 out of 10 for Hidden Figures?
Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10.
Brilliant. All right. Thank you.
Bye bye.